quite a while since my last video. Well, the reason for that is basically because a bit of an accident happened while the camera was off, and I've lost my W900. But I'm back here with Wrench again, and he's offered to help me. Well, he was going to just lend me some money to get another truck, but he ended up coming up with a better idea after looking through some listings, and with a bit of help from my own thinking. And we've decided that we're going to make our own truck using a bunch of parts from old trucks that basically wouldn't be worth anything on their own. So we've already gone out and got the chassis from a Freightliner Classic XL. We needed the nice long chassis. It was in good shape. We've got, let's see, what else did we get? We found an old custom-made box sleeper from a Kenworth W900A that we got brought in. He had a hood from a GMC General just laying around in his junkyard. I'm now about to run up and get the truck that we're going to be taking the running bits, like the engine and transmission, as well as the cab from. It's a truck made by a company called Scott that I've never heard of before. So, this T680 I'm sitting in, this is actually Rusty's truck. I couldn't believe it. He said you could borrow my truck to run up and get this Scott. I'm like, okay, what's your truck? And then you led me around to this. It's like, where'd you get a truck like this? But anyway. So, we're going to be running up in this, and then hopefully towing it back down with the Scott. Sounds like the chassis is all rusted to bits, but hopefully it'll get us back down here. But right now I've got to go and get a lowboy. So, I guess I'll skip to once I have one. Alright, I've sourced a lowboy. Fortunately, this lumberyard over here let me borrow one that they use for hauling equipment around. Now, we've got to head up into a state I've actually never driven in before. Going into Washington State, up to the northern part of it, I think. To a town called Grand Coulee or something like that. That's where the truck is waiting. It's at a mining depot up there. Now what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to time-lapse the trip up. It'll be super quick, but that way if anything happens, it'll be if anything interesting happens, it'll be on video. Or maybe I should just skip the trip up. I don't know, I'll decide later in post. Wow. Sure is pretty country around here. Ooh, what is this? Okay. Oh, all sorts of things going on around here. Look at this. Nearly there now, anyway. Definitely pretty scenery. Oh. Actually, I guess don't necessarily need a blinker for an interesting intersection. this is the town of Grand Coulee, Washington. Quaint, I think, is a good word for this town. Right, so supposedly the truck's around here somewhere. And I guess I'm gonna go find out where. In fact, I'll probably just turn off the camera for a little bit, get this one loaded up and that one hooked up, and we'll go from there. Right, that should be about good, I'd say. Hopefully this truck will be able to pull this well enough. I've been told that it was pretty much used exclusively for hauling equipment and dump trailers. So I don't know what was the more recent one. However, I've also been told that the transmission is entirely shot. So there is that to contend with. Anyway. It's a very tan interior, I'd say. Very much green and black with the paint job going on, which I find interesting since, you know, the mining company's colors are black, yellow, and white. I don't know where the green came from, but whatever. Anyway, without any further ado, it runs. Does not have a GPS. Hopefully I can find my way back home. Here goes nothing. Yeah, transmission's a bit iffy. Good brakes, though. Come on. Now, you may be wondering why I'm using this truck to pull the Kenworth instead of the other way around. The main reason is because this truck's engine is the one that's supposedly going to be going in my truck, so I want to make sure it actually works properly. And, you know, can at least do some pulling. So far, it appears to be doing pretty well. Come on. There. Ooh. Damn. This truck's brakes are extremely touchy. Like, even more so than normal air brakes. Which, when comparing that with a transmission that won't get in gear for the Jake brake, not necessarily a good thing. Come on, where's the release? There it is. I'm beginning to think that if I had looked a bit harder, I may have been able to find a much better conditioned truck than that Kenworth I was driving for a similar price. I mean, look at this truck I'm in now. It looks better than mine. It seems to run better than mine. What do the headlights look like? The headlights actually work. And I only paid a bit more for this truck than I paid for that Kenworth. Just because, well, I mean, admittedly, the frame seems like it's about to snap in half, but small details. I'm also fairly worried I'm going to start burning up the brakes just because they're so freaking touchy. Ooh. See what I mean? That wasn't even half the pedal down. Huh. Jake brake seems inconsistent. Have to get Wrench to look at that. Or Mason. Have to get someone to look at that, because that doesn't... Well, now it sounds fine. I don't know. Interesting gauge layout, this truck. The speed and tack are both off to the side like that. It's just something I don't see very often. Usually they're right in the middle. Then you have gauges over there on the right side where they're usually switches. I don't know, just... Guess that's Yaki design for you. I think that's where the truck's from. I don't even know. I don't know who makes Scott, or who makes Scott. Scott makes Scots. I don't know where they're from though. I think I may not make it back home tonight. It's quite a long trip. Accelerator sticks a bit. Also, not sure that I know... I think I need to go this way. I think. Oh, it has now suddenly gotten quite rainy. Come on. That's just what I wanted, rain. Because driving tired in the dark in an unfamiliar truck isn't bad enough already. What's even the speed limit on this road? I don't even know. Okay. You know, does this truck have a compass in it? That would be useful right now, a compass. No, I don't think it does. Hmm. Geez, also lots of train traffic on these rails. And there's another one. It's just trains galore. Okay, where am I now? Oops. I need to find somewhere to stop. I'm falling asleep. I don't even know where I am. I have gotten myself lost at this point. Is that a truck stop? Oh, it isn't, is it? Darn. Wait, did that say north? I'm going completely the wrong direction. I can't do anything about it now, can I? Where? Alright, I've got to stop. And the truck stalled. can't see. I'm gonna have to get out. I'm leaving the camera here. I'll be right back. Alright. I can just about see the car I'm trying to back up beside. Damn, this clutch. You know what? That'll do. I'm past the entrance. That's it. I'm shutting it down right here. I'm getting in that Kenworth. I'm taking a nap. I guess I'll pick this video back up tomorrow. We'll make it back home. We'll get to working on my new hodgepodge. Maybe I can get back on the road sometime soon. Good night, everybody.